we have sent you, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in truth, in haqq, in reality, we sent you as Bashir, a bearer of good news, and as a Nadir, a warner. And never was there a people without a warner having lived among them. Even in the past. Our warner was Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Since for the past 1400 years, 14 centuries, our warner was Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We live in the era of the last prophet. Ain't gonna be no more messengers coming. He's the last messenger. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So people come up and tell you this, they say, you know, there's a Prophet Gloria over here. Prophet Catfish down the street. You got a big church. Prophet. Prophet. No. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He was the Khatam. He was the seal of the prophets. Cut it off. No more prophets coming. No more books of Allah coming. Holy Quran, last book, final revelation. And the Prophet ﷺ came with a final call. Rasulullah ﷺ, let's not get our Muhammad's mixed up. It was Rasulullah ﷺ who made the final call to us. And it's curious because what he said was the same thing that all 124,000 prophets who came before him. Same message. Same dhikr. What was it? La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. It came with something even stronger than all the other 124,000 prophets. He came with Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He came with his message, his risala. That was about the Quran. The Quran. That was his message. And it really wasn't his message. It was the message that Allah gave to him to deliver. Now, what are we going to do about this, brothers? What are we going to do about this message that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put in our ears, in our hearts, out of his mercy? What are we going to do about it? We better honor it. We better honor it by following the guidance of Allah. This book right here, Allah said, this is a book with no doubt in it. The Raiba fi. Who the Muttaqin? For those who fear Allah, who follow the guidance, who follow and who fear this message that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought to us. Who the Muttaqin was brought as guidance to the Muttaqin. Guidance, sure guidance. وَالَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِمَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْكَ وَمَا أُنزِلَ مِنْ قَبْلِكَ وَبِالْآخِرَةِ. Clear guidance. Mubin guidance. Yaqeen guidance. What are we going to do about it? We know La ilaha illallah. We think we do. We need to study that though. That's a serious thing. Quiet as it's kept. We say it all the time. I don't know how many thousands of times we may say La ilaha illallah. But how many times did we really say it? Most of us are going to be lucky, blessed that we said it. Even though we said it 1,000,000 times, we only said it once. Out of all those millions of times we said it, we just, no fikr behind it. No real concentration on La ilaha illallah. It becomes like a slogan, a catchphrase. But think about La ilaha illallah. That La in La ilaha illallah, even though it means nothing, it means a lot. Because you get rid of everything else. Everything else got to go. La. And La is huge. Everything else goes. All idols, all ilahs, all of them. Whether it be money, sex, drugs, games, cars, diamond rings, fur coats, whether it be jalabias, turbans, liquor beads, all those others got to go. Everything goes until all is left except what? Who? Allah. Illallah. Illa Allah. Illa Allah. Except Allah. You need to concentrate on La ilaha illallah for a little while. Think about it. Next time, if you happen to be sitting with some brothers and y'all sitting there and y'all La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah, just try to concentrate on exactly what that means, what we're saying there. Best dhikr, greatest dhikr, La ilaha illallah. So the Prophet says it's the best dhikr. Because La ilaha illallah sums up the Quran. That's what it does. In the Quran, he says the best dhikr. Same thing. So what do you think about it? Never busted us up until he warned us first. There's always going to be the warning first. And then comes the adab, the punishment. If we don't take heed to the warning, if we play with it, try to play past it, if we play us, we're out here getting off the treetops until we hit the grave. All that money, man, we wish we could push our fingers through the dirt and grab that money then left on top of the dirt. They ain't happening. Never belonged to us anyway. To him, Allah belongs to everything. In the heavens, everything. Everything is in between heaven and earth. Whatever we think we have, on loan from Allah. And believe it or not, those who have the least have the most. Because they know all they got is Allah. All of us are fuqara. All of us are fakir. All of us are in total, desperate need of any good that Allah sends our way. We're all fakir. We're all fuqara. We don't have nothing. Not even our soul. That belongs to Allah too. The ones who have the least have the most. The ones who have a whole lot, they think they got everything and they ain't got nothing if they don't clean their money up. It's zakat and sadaqah to the poor. Pay that poor dude. In big trouble with Allah. That's why Allah gave him the money. Look here. He gave his money. Make you rich. Pay the poor dude. Pay your zakat. Purify that money. That's what zakat means. It means zakiyah, it means to purify. But it just doesn't mean purify the money. It means to purify our hearts, our souls, everything. You ever heard of the term tazkiyah nafs? Purification of the self, purification of the soul. Tazkiyah is from the same word as zakat. It's the same word, you know, it's purification. So we be out here and we be trying to, you know, make that paper, fold it, stash it. And that takes precedent over the debt that we owe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The debt that we can't pay, I don't care if we worship Allah 24/24, no sleep. If Allah hadn't accepted the request of the Prophet ﷺ and reduced it from 50 salat to 5 every day, we still wouldn't have been able to repay the debt we owe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We were making 50 salat a day. That's 2 an hour. More than 2 an hour. Only 24 hours in a day. But Allah mercifully reduced it to 5. And unfortunately, sometimes we find we can't even do that. Don't even do that. Then Musa told Rasulullah, hey, you don't do that. See if you can get Allah to reduce it some more. Rasulullah was too ashamed to go back another time. Look, we want to reduce down to 3 a day. Pray with the shaitan? What? No, I don't think so. Allah always sends a warner. And our warner is Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He had a message from Allah, same message that all the other 124,000 prophets, which is la ilaha illallah. And this is the message that we need to take out to the people and to ourselves. We have to be messengers of the messenger of Allah. We have to give the same message that Allah gave to his messenger. This message right here, this dhikr right here, this Quran. And we do it in the best way. And that's the way that the prophets of Allah showed us how. You got any sense? We have people out who have family, friends, neighbors, you know, even enemies who need Allah bad. Bad as we do. And you know, if we really want to, you know, warn ourselves, then we go out and warn everybody else. And as we warn everybody else, we remind ourselves too. How do you have it? Let's talk for Allah. Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah. Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalam ala khayrul mursaleen Muhammad. آله وصحبه أجمعين وبارك قوله تعالى في القرآن الكريم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala goes on and he says in his book, warning us, reeling us ever deeper into his reality. He says, وَإِن يُكَذِّبُوكَ فَقَدْ كَذَّبَ الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ جاءتهم رسول بالبينات وبالكتاب المنير. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, okay, tell us what, warn these people, tell them about Allah, tell them la ilaha illallah, tell them about Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, tell them la ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, la ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, tell them. Allah said, and if they reject you, so did our predecessors, to whom came their messengers with clear signs, scriptures, and the book of enlightenment. And they reject because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who opens up the hearts. And Allah is not going to open up something so munir, you know, something that is so mudin, something that is so precious, something that's so good. He's not going to release that into a dirty vessel. We got some dirty hearts. There's some dirty-hearted folks out there. We used to be. Tell the truth. We were the world's dirtiest, am I right or wrong? We know it. But Allah mercifully snatched us out of that garbage. Snatched us out of that darkness, that filth, that darkness. Put us into His nur. Dipped us into His nur. Made us Muslim. Put on our tongues, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu rasuluhu sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Put that on our tongues. They know nothing about Allah. They're witnessing no God but who? Allah. We said it though, didn't we? Didn't even know who Allah was. Still don't know who Allah is. We said it. Wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu rasuluhu sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We bore witness that Muhammad was a messenger of Allah. First of all, we didn't know who Allah was. And what message? We don't know about no Quran. And who is this guy, Muhammad, anyhow? We didn't know nothing. Allah put it on our tongues. He put it on our tongues. And then blessed us to let it just sink into our hearts. And then keeps it there for us. As long as we do the best we can trying to obey Him. 24 hours in a day, every day, 24 hours. Allah said, okay, out of those 24 hours, I want you to dedicate a half hour to me. Find somebody. Take about 5-6 minutes apiece. A half hour out of 24 hours, I want you to dedicate that to me. Remembrance of me. What you do with the other 23 and a half hours? Stay in the dhikr. Why? Because of the dhikr of Allah. Listen, when we're in salat, we're in dhikr. We better be in dhikr. We better remember who we're praying to. Otherwise, we just whistling in the wind. We better have that kind of figure to know when we're praying to the Lord of the worlds. We're demonstrating that we peacefully accept His mastery over us. We're willing, peaceful slaves. Okay. We want to be Allah's good book. We want to be, our names written down in Allah's good book. You know what Allah's good book is? It's our sign. It's that book those angels are writing right now. The angel on the right shoulder right now, all the good things we do. The angel on the left shoulder right now, all the bad things we do. But do you know the angel on the left shoulder, he can't write down the bad we do. It's 3 days and get the permission from the angel on the right shoulder before we can write down that bad deed. Allah gives us an opportunity, 3 days, to get it right, to make the stop, to do something good, to wipe out whatever sin we just committed. Merciful Allah. We serve a merciful Allah, a merciful Lord, a Rahman, a Rahim, Al-Ghafir, Al-Ghafur, Al-Ghafir, Al-Ghafir, Al-Afu, Al-Rauf, Al-Latif. We serve a merciful Lord who forgave us. What do we do to deserve to be forgiven? Most of us, he had to slam us behind some bars somewhere. We was out there so bad, wild, crazy. Wasn't even thinking about nothing but cash and flash and bling and stupid things. Diamond rings, gold watches, and Escalades, and big fat bankrolls. We were so damn crazy, we was killing our own brothers, our own people, killing our own souls. Allah just snatched us up, pulled us into His rapture. What is the rapture of Allah? La ilaha illallah. What's the rapture of Allah? Deen Allah. What's the rapture of Allah? Muslim. He pulled us out of that craziness, man. He made us Muslim. And we're so stupid that we don't even understand how powerful that is. We watching Allah say, look, can't you see all around you men are being snatched away? We all gonna die one day. We just don't want to die a corpse. We want to die alive. You know, we want to be revived to life on the other side of the grave. One way to do that is follow in the footprints of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam upon the surface. We can't play our way into paradise. We can't trick our way into paradise. We can't buy our way into paradise. We got to be for real. We say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. We took a serious covenant with Allah and the believers who witnessed us. We say it every day. We renew the Shahada every day in the 5 salat when we say the Tashahhud. We keep renewing that Shahada every time we make salat. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. We say it every day. We better be saying it every day. Otherwise, we're trying to make mark of the mercy of Allah. That's bad business. Bad business. So, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, keep us posted up and not be like Allah describes these people in this last item of recite. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Thumma kadhadu alladhina kafaru fakayfa kana nadir. Nakir. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says, in the end, I did punish those who rejected the faith, Kafirs. Oh man, why you keep saying Kafir, man? You shouldn't say Kafir, man. You don't know if they're Kafir or not. You shouldn't say Kafir. How many times does Allah say Kafir? Oh man, that's, you know, you don't know if they're Kafirs or not. Yeah, but Allah does. And we know we acting like a Kafir, we should know. Because if we ain't praying, we acting like a Kafir. That's the difference between the Muslim and the Kafir. Salah. Muslims make salah. Kafirs don't. That's the veil that separates the believers from mushrikun and the Kafir. In the end, I did punish those who were Kafirs. And how terrible was my rejection. They rejected Allah, we rejected them. The only way Allah is going to turn His back on us is if we turn our back on Him. He's not going to do it. As long as we turn to Him, He turns to us. And He turns to us with love. And we have to turn to Him with love. And Khuswa. Humility. So, brothers, are we ready for this work? Are we ready for this work? Are we going to do this dawah on ourselves, our families, and the world? Not just the Muslims, we're going to do dawah on everybody, including ourselves first. Then our families. Then the world. Do this dawah. Tell them the same message that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, that all the prophets before him said. Tell them, La ilaha illallah. Tell them, La ilaha illallah. Tell them that God you worship, Allah says, Ilahukum ilahu wahid. Your God is one Allah. Tell them. And we get big benefits, big benefits, big rewards. And if they receive that dhikr, open up their hearts to that dhikr, they're going to get equal or even better. That's the work. The dhikr of Allah, that's our work. We can't stay in the dhikr. In salat, outside of salat, when we fasting, when we making hajj, when we giving the zakat, we better be in the dhikr of Allah. Don't never leave the dhikr of Allah. Attend to the dhikr of Allah. Never forget to remember Allah. Never. Keep our tongues wet with the name of Allah. Allah's mercy. الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا افرغ علينا سبحانه وتعالى إكرامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون.